Are you fellas excited for Project Hail Mary, the movie, based on the great book, important book? No,
No idea what you're talking about.
I thought Project Hail Mary, is that a movie? I thought it was a TV show. I don't know anything.
It's based on a.
Is it about football?
A movie. Oh,
Etho.
don't disrespect one of my favorite books of all time.
I honestly don't know. It sounds like a football movie.
I hope I hope they have like a plushie of Rocky. I want a little plushie. Anyway, no, it's a really good book. It's the same author who wrote like The Martian and stuff like that. It's a very, very good book.
Survival?
They're making into a movie. There's a little survival action, space. You know,
I'm a huge fan of survival games, movies, books, all that stuff.
Was The Martian
I
a
think
book?
you have a taste for science, don't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you'll love this. Etho, if you read this, you will thank me.
So wait, was The Martian also a book?
Yeah.
Okay. That I really, really enjoyed the movie. I'm really wishing I read the book. I didn't even know it was a book.
Get on it now.
I know, I haven't read a
There's
good
always
book in
more
a while.
fun stuff to discover in books, especially if you've seen the movie and you read the book and you get lots of extra more context to things.
Yeah.
But Etho, if I promise you, Etho, if you read that, I think you would really like that Project Hail Mary. You know, if you're grinding out, you know, you're doing some work in your base, just like get it on Audible and have it listen in the background. That's what I did.
I should get into Audible because I am like always desperate for anything to watch. I'll even watch Skiz sometimes. That's how far I've sunk. Like it's getting bad.
Oh, it's so mean. The thing is,
I'm just kidding.
no, you're not. What makes something funny is that there's a degree of truth, which means that the following scenario has taken place. There has been a time that Etho's been watching Skiz and he has said out loud to himself, "What am I doing?"
Skiz or nothing.
God, I'm barely
Skiz,
winning
he
over
criticized
nothing.
my mountains. He's criticized your straight, Etho. You're on a roll today.
I have a nasty personality. I'm sorry.
You most definitely do not. You do not. Etho, it's because people hold you in high regard. That's why your words cut deep, because people give them a lot of gravity. You should be honored by that. He's trying to think of what kind of dig can he come up with.
I'm trying to think of how to soften the blow I gave Scar about his mountains now because I think I went too far.
No, it's fine.
Pretty hard.
Hey, Etho, if you're going to do Audible, trust me on this, my brother. I'm looking for a sign to write it down, but write this down. It's called, I talked about this the other day, it's called The Spy Who. Trust me when I say that you would really, really enjoy The Spy Who. It's a series, and specifically start with The Spy Who Betrayed Bin Laden. It's a true story, and it's a reenactment of it, and I think it would absolutely blow your mind, dude. It is so good. So good.
Based on reality, right?
It's real, yeah. It's a story about a real person. I actually I looked the person up after that because this person has to be one of the most courageous people I've ever heard of in my entire life. It's incredible, dude.
What about me?
My ears are burning.
Wait, what was this book? Sorry, I just came back. What was the book?
It's on Audible. It's called The Spy Who. And so
What's it about?
So it's basically a retelling of historical events where there was a spy who basically changed history. And the one I was referencing is the one that's The Spy Who Betrayed Bin Laden. And it was about a guy who infiltrated Al-Qaeda, but he actually was able to do so because he legitimately joined Al-Qaeda when he was 16. And then he saw things that he was like, no, that's not what my faith is about.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'm not doing this. And then he ended up turning his connections into working as an operative with British intelligence. And it's insane. It's insane, dude. And what's crazy is there's one point, I'm going to give one little spoiler, just one little spoiler. There's a point where he's working with British intelligence and they're thwarting a lot of plans that Al-Qaeda had because he's had the inside track and he was putting his life on the line every single day. And the person that he was working with, who is British intelligence? What is it? MI8 or something like that? I don't remember.
James Bond?
Probably. I don't remember. Anyways.
007?
Anyways, they say to him, MI5, thank you. They say to him,
have a follow-up on that.
We want to expand our intelligence because the U.S. wants in. And the guy's like, no, I'm not working with the U.S. And they're like, they want to help. They want to help work with us. And he's like, the U.S. cannot keep a secret. He's like, I'm not doing this. He's like, the only reason that this is working is because it's just us. And so he decided reluctantly to go ahead and partner up. And it was like a matter of weeks before his real name was in the papers. And he's like, I quit.
No.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. It's insane. You're going to have
completely unsurprising.
It's unbelievable. But it was very, very, I'm telling you right now, dude, it is really, really well done. And the person that they're talking is got to be one of the bravest people to ever walk the planet. And I don't remember who the group is that does the Spy Who series, but they like really get into, it's a podcast, or it's an audiobook, if you will, but it goes back and forth between speaking like a documentary and then reenacting certain scenes, you know what I mean? Audio wise. And they just do such a good job. You're just so enthralled. 7, 8.
Almost like a drama, right? Like the way it's read.
Yep. And American History Tellers does it too. That's another really good one by Lindsey Graham.
The people on the island, the British people. So they have MI6 and MI5. Is one like their equivalent of our CIA and FBI? Like, how does that work? Because I've heard those two interchanged, and I always wondered.
So Decaf Oat is saying MI5 is internal affairs, MI6 is international, meaning like James Bond and stuff.
Like internal affairs to the country, or did somebody, do something inappropriate and they had to go to HR?
I would assume to. I just.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like Palindromic Bob is saying MI5 is like the FBI, MI6 would be like the CIA. That makes sense.
Okay, so internal affairs in their world is like internal things to the country.
Yeah, like what the FBI is, right? It's all internal. They're supposed to be.
Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Federal Bureau of Investigations, yeah.
What's CIA? It's
Central Intelligence Agency.
Oh, okay.
My favorite.
I don't even think Canada has anything like that.
Yeah, they're trying. My favorite FBI division is
the
X-Files, Etho. And like they just look for like, things that can't be explained. It's like a real division. It's really cool. I think one of the leaders is somebody named like Agent Mueller or something.
What are you doing, X-Files?
What?
That's X-Files.
Agent Hunt.
Oh, wait, or is that... What are the names of X-Files?
I was trying to convince Etho that the X-Files were real.
Oh, my bad. I blew it.
Dude, I saw like 1 minute of that when I was a little kid, and it gave me nightmares forever.
The X-Files?
There was like some alien guy, and...
Dude, Etho, we're in the same boat. My parents watched it like, every week when it came on.
Yeah.
And I used to be terrified when X-Files came on. Now it's kind of like a joke, but man, it was rough back then.
That opening theme music was super.
Did he ever find the aliens at the end?
Here's my I don't even want to say issue, but it's a form of issue. So you had, what were the character? What was it? Was it Mulder and Scully? What were their names, everybody?
Sounds right to me.
Right. David Duchovny was one. And then Gillian something was the other one. What's the other one's name? You guys know stuff. So Mulder and Scully, right? Okay. Now, which one was, I forget. Okay, Mulder and Scully. Yeah. Gillian Anderson. Is that the girl's name?
One was kind of moody and one had red hair.
Well, one was David. One was a dude. And one was a girl. I don't remember who's who. All right, I don't know who's Mulder. Scully was the girl.
Probably
Scully was
like the emo guy.
Yeah, Scully was like, here's how this always worked. This was the rinse and repeat of the show. There was a happening. This will be that's Mulder, that's the guy, and then this will be Scully, that's the girl. something weird happened. And then they're like, oh, here's what I think happened. And they get some evidence. And then Mulder's like, okay, I think this happened. And then Scully would say, are you suggesting that blah, 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 doubting him right away. And he was right 100% of the episodes. He was always right. So it got to a point where as an audience member, you're like, hey, Scully, why don't you maybe, his track record, he's batting 1,000. Why don't you go with him on this one? But it was the same thing where she was like, just thought he was out of his mind for whatever hypothesis he had on the scenario in front of them. But he was always right.
It was in his contract. He had to be right on.
Yeah, probably.
Isn't that like The Rock or one of those guys that's in the contract that they can never lose or something?
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
That's a wild ego.
That's
They want to be portrayed a certain way, right?
That was close.
Yeah, some people
Man,
they
know,
don't.
the X-Files, back in the day, that's when TV shows used to come out every year with like 25 episodes.
And they all sucked.
Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like they weren't that bad.
What's a good TV show, Etho? Let's see what tickles Etho's fancy.
Do you want what genre?
Okay, good question.
Anything recently you watched?
Let's go drama. Let's go like drama or thriller.
Attack on Titan.
Would you listen to this?
Best show
I'm
potentially ever.
I just started watching Attack on Titan because
Did you?
Well, my son is, see, there he is right there. Scoop is like, yes. My son has asked me to watch Attack on Titan, and so I did. I think I'm only like maybe 5 or 6 episodes in or whatever. Dude, I was not expecting it to be as dark as it is. It was shocking.
It's rough.
Yes.
For about the first 8 episodes, and then it gets a little better.
It's crazy dark. Like I did not see that coming at all. And I was to the point where I was like, this is like from almost like a horror film in regards to some of the things that were happening. And I was like, and it was very, very haunting, but what a concept. My God. How many episodes are there? It's anime, so there's like 6,000 episodes.
It's roughly around 70 or 80, I think.
Oh my gosh, so many. Now, without giving anything away, is it done and dusted? Like they've written it and there's an ending, or is it something they're still writing? Because I actually don't know.
It's completed, and this is actually a show where they answer all your questions instead of leaving you like you're going to be really confused for like 2 to 3 seasons, and then at the end, it's like amazing.
Okay.
I mean, they don't leave it open-ended for an endless cash cow?
No, it's actually a very well-written story with
that's satisfying. I like that.
Incredible amount of shocks and twists to it.
All right. Well, you sold me, though.
Now, Scoobed, my son, is saying there's one question that they don't answer. Is there a way for us to ask Etho this question without him giving too much away, Scoobed? Because you got to keep in mind, my son, there's no way to do it. So he's going to give too much away. Okay, gotcha.
Is he a big fan of Scooby-Doo?
No.
I think they pretty much answered everything in the show.
All I know is that you have absolutely validated so much because I will give this up to I have to say this, and I've said this before about Scooped, my boy. In regards to recommending things to me, he's been right 100% of the time. He's the one he got me into Minecraft. He's the one who got me into Walking Dead. And he did all these like with resistance too. Like I'd never played Minecraft before. He's like, sit down and play, trust me. And then when it came to The Walking Dead, he's like, just watch this first episode. And dude, I was hooked and I ended up just completely binging it. It was just so good. I got to give it to him. He does, I don't know. I don't want to say good taste. I'm sure he has good taste. I'm saying he knows what dad's going to like, you know?
Now, Skiz, are you a crier when you watch TV shows? Like, does it get to you that way or not really?
That's a great question. Honestly, dude.
Because I'm wondering if you cried on the first episode of Attack on Titan.
No, I didn't.
No, okay.
Like, not even a little bit.
Some people do.
Yeah.
I can understand. Teary-eyed.
Well, I can understand why, but you have to understand something. Anime is something that's very foreign to me. Like I have, like
it's almost confusing when you first see it.
Yes, exactly. Right. Like it's hard for me to identify with that. That medium was so new to me. that the closest I had ever gotten to anime was Avatar: The Last Airbender. And my understanding is true anime fans are like, that's not anime. And so I was not used to the medium, if you will. But there are, typically it's TV, it's movies. Like there are some movies out there that were so brutal, like that I'm like, I can't watch that again, right? Like, you ever seen Click? That movie, I've only watched it one time, dude, and it's kind of a comedy, but it's also drama. Like this is what I'm saying. Adam Sandler actually has some great flicks out there, and Click was something that was so profound that the scenes in there where the character had turmoil. I'm not going to give anything away. He just did such a good job that I'm just like, maybe it hit close to home or something. But Click is an amazing movie. That one got me emotional. Also, Marley and Me. I don't want to talk about it. No dog movies. No.
Yeah, just don't watch that movie. That movie should not be watched by anybody.
That sounds like a rom-com.
Oh, rom-com of death. Excuse I was gonna ask you a question. Oh, Click. Is that the one where you could fast forward and rewind time?
Nope. You can only fast forward. And you could fast forward and pause, but you couldn't rewind. And that is
just like real life.
Etho, did you hear what you just said? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the bottom line. The gist that you get from the trailer is he finds a magical remote. Okay. And he uses this remote to like, oh, I'm in a meeting and that's going to be boring. I'm going to fast forward to it. He fast forwards to it. Right. And it's this magical remote that he has. Well, what the movie was getting across, at least in my opinion, is that every single one of us owns these remotes. Everybody owns it. And it's our own decision making by not paying attention to what's important in life. And you end up missing it. It's why I always give the advice to new parents that when your child wants to make a memory with you, the answer is yes. You are never doing something more important. Unless you're a brain surgeon in the middle of a skull opened up in front of you, you're not doing anything more important than your child wanting to create a memory with you. The answer is always yes, because you're going to blink and they're going to be, they're going to go from you're changing their diapers to my son is now 27. I can't even get my head wrapped around that, you know?
What if the memory is changing the diaper, though? Is that one you can skip, or do you have to enjoy that one too?
You know what, dude?
I feel like there are some things.
No, I like changing my kids' diapers, and I was good at it too, man. Because I could turn that dirty diaper into the tightest little baseball, and then they were so powdery and clean afterwards, dude. I actually have this weird memory, or weird, like I actually miss it. I actually miss changing my kids' diapers. Because they were so cute, except for when I was really young, when my son was, and he loves this story. He's listening right now. He loves this story. When my son was born, I still had like kind of long hair. I used to have hair down like to the middle of my back, but I cut it to like maybe just past my shoulders when I had my son. And I was bending over, changing his diaper, dude. And he reaches up with his little baby hands, and with both hands, he grabs a handful of hair in each hand, and he just and I'm like, and it was cute. And then he pulled me down and he just started pissing right in my face. And I didn't want to hurt his little fingers by yanking it away. So I just stood there and took it like a chump. He loves this story too. It's a true story. He's in chat.
Maybe like
right
a
now.
face shield. Like
that's like a.
Man, I cut my hair like within a week, by the way.
That's like a whole new version
like
of egg on the face. You know?
Yes, exactly.
I guess he's done doing that now, but it's too late.
Yeah, he hasn't done it in weeks. Yeah, it was so hot. It's so gross. That memory I didn't love, but he loves the story, so it's worth it. And now Evil Notion high five scooped.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, man. All right, I got to get back to my
comedy
prank.
shows, by the way.
Oh, do it. I got to hear this.
Office, Seinfeld, Arrested Development, in that order.
Solid.
I don't know if you can hear my claps, but those are great answers. Great answers.
What about Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I don't think I've seen that.
Let me sum it up for you. You know how
It's better than Seinfeld.
I don't know if I would say
I'm
that.
hearing doubts here, Scar.
Well, here's let me hold on. For the record,
what I said.
For the record, I have not seen nearly as much Curb Your Enthusiasm as I've seen of Seinfeld. But let me sum it up for you like this. So you mentioned The Office, which means this will make sense. You know how like Seinfeld can be like this uncomfortable at times as a watcher, like the story is uncomfortable, and The Office is like this. Like they have this way of just manufacturing secondhand embarrassment. This, my friend, This is Curb Your Enthusiasm. And for the record, I don't have enough wool blocks. This is Curb Your Enthusiasm. It is insane how that show is like, you have a visceral reaction to how uncomfortable you are with the writing. Because that's Larry David. You know what I mean? That's his gig. He likes getting uncomfortable.
I saw a clip of the one where he cuts in front of the wheelchair guy going to the bathroom.
I didn't see this one too much. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing that's off the table.
I don't want to spoil it. You might. I feel like you would like this show, Etho. Granted, the show I feel like's been on for 1,000 years. The early episodes are even filmed in a weird like format. But don't let that turn you off. I think they had like $5 production budget, and then by the latter seasons, like, they had proper cameras and stuff like that.
Well, it's like
sad. A lot of the people on that show died in the last 2 seasons.
Yikes.
Larry David?
No, he's still kicking.
He's still alive, kicking.
Yeah. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong here. Oh, can I have
that? I got a pair of shears now.
I accidentally jacked him. I need him for my...
There you go.
Thanks.
I didn't know where it came from. I thought it just fell on my head.
What was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. But The Office is cringe TV, but it's but like in a good way. Like you know what I mean? Like the way Michael Scott can make you just be like so uncomfortable on his behalf is unreal.
You got this, folks.
You know what?
Oh no.
Is that bad? Does she need these? Oh, she brought friends. All right, check it out. I'm going to skewer them. Here comes a skewer.
Nice.
I took out 2.
Oh, only 2?
Well, one killed itself, but...
Page security, yeah. They're the spoiler wall protectors.
Man, I haven't done anything good to watch lately on the televisions.
The Diplomat is very good.
Seen it.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, both seasons.
I like The Diplomat, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Both seasons. I thought that only one season was out. How about that? Pluribus? Did you watch Pluribus? Have we talked about that?
I don't know.
Oh, Pluribus is so good, dude.
Oh,
so
on Apple
good.
TV?
Yes. I think is it Apple?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Silo to come on, and then I'm going to subscribe for a month and watch it all, and then unsubscribe.
Silo's good. Yeah. Pluribus was
and it's
so
the final
good.
season, I think. So.
Yeah.
I think there's 4, right?
For what?
For Silo.
Yeah, its final season's been wrapped, so it's coming out soon, at least in the next month or so.
I can't wait for. I thought, how many seasons are there? I thought only 2. Ted Lasso is the greatest thing ever made.
I thought 4 was like the total, but they're working on 3. I could be wrong.
I think there's been 3 seasons, and they're going on their 4th, I believe.
I thought they did 2, and they were doing their 3rd.
I think you might have a secret season you haven't watched, Etho.
I could.
I don't think Severance starts filming for a little while. Now, I liked the 2nd season, but I did feel like it lost a little bit of its charm after the first one.
I've watched a couple episodes of the new Scrubs. I like it.
In the sauce.
I do. You guys see that Scrubs is back now? You ever watch Scrubs? I love Scrubs.
Nope.
Oh, so good. And it's back after 17 years or something like that. And I got to tell you, I don't understand this, and I need some answers. Zach Braff, I think he still looks great. He's aging, you can see he's aged a considerable amount. Sarah Chalk, looking great. She can tell she's aged, looking great. Donald Faison has not aged 5 minutes. He looks exactly as he did in the last time that there was an episode 17 years ago. It is insane. I don't understand what is going on there, how anybody could literally look like they've aged not at all in the past 17 years. It's insane.
I know
dude.
someone.
Who?
Who hasn't aged in the last 18 years. He's standing right next to us. Ethan, look at him.
He does look the same.
Same pixels,
exactly the
same coloring.
Yeah.
My hair's a little whiter though because of lore.
Are you still gaslighting us that you changed the color of your hair?
Yeah, look at that! Look at that! Look at all the white pixels. There's so many.
It's no difference, because
It's
don't
the
let
same.
him fool
It's
you.
the same
Look
exact
at the
thing,
white
isn't it?
pixels. Count them. There's like 100 at least. Very little gray now. It's all white.
What does my hair look like? Just Wolverine.
Don't believe him, Skiz.
I know it's the same.
Ethan, you're gonna read Project Hail Mary and report back? You got to do it, Ethan. I promise
Chances
you
are
you're gonna love
low.
it. Chances are medium.
I don't really read books, and well,
What about the audiobook? That's an option. It's an option. How about this, Ethan?
that's a dangerous option. I'll be like,
You
on
might
that all
not
the time.
accept this. What if I gifted you the audio book?
Oh my!
Take him up on it, dude.
You really want me to do this?
This is for Project Hail Mary.
I tried to get Cub in it, and he just wouldn't bite. And I really want someone to watch it. I know they'll like
Wait,
it.
it's a movie, right? It's a movie.
Well, there's a movie, but I'm telling you, the book that's what I want you to read.
Don't watch the movie. Read the book.
I mean, you can watch the movie if you want. I just mean, I think you should read, whatever the book. I will give you the book, Etho. He's dying inside over there. I bet Etho's really hard to give
I'm
gifts
searching. I'm searching right now.
I bet I feel like you whittled like a nice little, like, I don't know,
He needs to read
rabbit out of wood.
Ender's Game and then Ender's Shadow.
To accept.
I think I told that to you, right, Scar? Also, didn't I tell
What?
you also to read Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow?
Yes,
Well, did you? Why not?
I have it on my list.
All right. I'm just telling you. Telling you.
He's got a list.
It's
Well,
a great
I
book.
also have a lot of indecision paralysis, so I stare at that list for hours on end sometimes.
Yeah, no need to stare anymore. I'm right. Read Ender's
okay.
Game, take a small break, then read Ender's Shadow in that order. And keep in mind that they were written 20 years apart, even though it's the same story again from a different a different character's perspective. And it changed. It's just, how about this? I am a book snob. I will not finish a book if it doesn't grab me. I'm 100 pages in. I don't like it. I'm done. And it's, you know me, how bored I get. Ender's Shadow is the only book I've ever read more than once, and I read it 3 times, dude. That's the only book.
Is it because there's a dog in it?
No. Honestly,
I had you figure out for a second.
well, you want to know what's crazy? Here's my exact reasoning. I think it's been pretty clear that I really enjoy psychology and stuff like that. There is a character in Ender's Game and in Ender's Shadow that is so crazy in tune with how people think that there's almost nothing a person can do or say to where he doesn't understand their underlying motivation instantly, right? And it's a child who can do this. And there's more explanation as to why that is. I'm not going to say that. Anyways, my bottom line is I'm reading this and I'm admiring this character so much. And the whole time I'm like, you can only admire this character so much because they're fictitious. Until it dawned on me that the writing was done by a real person, and Orson Scott Card who's the author, must be an absolute genius in regards to his understanding of people and how they think and what motivates them. And it just got me to read the book in a different fashion, realizing that this was written by a human. So he's sort of giving almost like a little recipe on what it is to break down one's motive. Anytime anybody says or does anything,
Is the secret answer fear?
No.
Really?
No.
You sure?
I think,
That's the underline?
I guess that's probably kind of a universal truth, but the bottom line is that the secret answer really is the fact that what's in front of you is not necessarily what the motivation is. And like you're almost always, whenever somebody does or says something, no matter how obvious it seems why they're doing what they're doing, with a little bit of thought, you'll be able to uncover that there's far much more going on to what motivated them to do or say what I just witnessed than on the surface level in regards to how it's being perceived. So it's hard to explain. Just trust me when I say just like read the book and you'll understand why the character is so I can't even say it. I'm not going to give something away. You have to just read it. I'm going to give something away, so I'm not going to do it. You just have to trust me on this. It's so good, man. I wonder what motivated Skiz to recommend the book. All right, let's dig into that, right away, because these are my friends. These are my friends, and I want them to enjoy a book, right? That's what it sounds like. No, let's psychoanalyze that. Why am I doing it? Because I want them to read it, and I want them to see this as one of the greatest books they've ever read, and then have a recall that Skiz is the one who recommended it to it. So Skiz must be pretty smart, and now they think higher of me because I offered something to them, and I was right. I'm just saying, like, really, it sounds crazy. Like, it really,
that sounds about right.
You see what I mean? Like, that is a grain of sand on the beach of revelation that you'll have when you read this book. I may be overselling it, but I'm probably not. It's really, really good, dude.
I like it. I'll read it. I like it.
Yeah.
I really want someone. I've had nobody to talk to. There's one particular thing when I reread Project Hail Mary I didn't really pick up on the first time. That I think is like a genius way. They did something that's really intelligent, and I've had nobody to talk to about it.
Oh, I see. So you want a like a book partner, like a book club.
There's just something I think I think a lot of books and movies have portrayed this in different ways, and they always overcomplicate it.
Yeah, you can talk to Impulse, dude. He just finished it.
Is Impulse here? No, he's always down in his hole.
Tango and Impulse and their holes, man. We gotta do something about those two.
I swear to God, I don't think I've ever seen Impulse move in the last couple months. Every time I'm ever on, he's AFK.
I've seen him more this season than other seasons. I gotta say that at least.
I'm capturing.
But are you seeing him like moving or AFK? Because I know Impulse
entertain my chatter bear back,
interacting with people, but he is never doing that whenever I'm on.
I think he's one of the morning people, Scar. That we're not alive when he's doing things.
That's right. I've seen him wake up, and I hadn't gone to bed yet.
No way! Like at night, you see him?
Well, I saw him like wake up. I was up till like 4 or something in the morning. It was when I was finishing something in the shopping district, and they're an hour ahead, so it was like late 5 o'clock their time, 5 a.m. something. And he got on the server, and I'm like, oh,
interesting.
I've been on a little too long.
Impulse is very scheduled, so if you figure out what time he's doing things, he'll always be doing things at that time.